says that women have to be subject to their husbands. I heard stories of gay men who experienced sexual assault within the church and would never report it because they were told being gay was a sin. The most common type of story was just people who were told from the time they were teenagers that God wants them to not connect to themselves as sexual beings, right at the point where our bodies are literally designed to start connecting in a very particular way to our sort of erotic desires and our sexual natures. The church says, yeah, you might have been created by a God in order for your body to be experiencing that, but if you love God, you will not think sexual thoughts. You will not, do anything but hold hands with your girlfriend. It's like the creator of the universe designed a passive-aggressive test of our willpower into creation.
What do you want people who don't come from your background to learn from this book?
Even if you weren't raised as like a church girl like I was, conservative Christianity has permeated so many aspects of our culture that it's just in the ether in terms of the way people think and the way we talk about morality and ethics. There's a whole conversation that we could be having around this that people aren't having. And I think more than anything, I'm just inviting people to be brave enough to start talking about this stuff. It's all I've ever done, really, in my career. I'll talk about difficult things or vulnerable things, really just to try and create a space around me other people could step into to start talking about what those things are for them. It's a form of leadership I call screw it, I'll go first.
And you do get personal in this book. You write about an experience you had of having an abortion as a younger woman. Why did you decide to open up about that?
Well, because I wasn't hearing the conversation I was wanting to have. And I wanted to tell my own story as a way of going, you know what, this experience I had almost destroyed me. Like it was a really difficult thing, and it really laid me out, and I never once thought it was the wrong decision. So I think sometimes people on one side of that conversation don't want you to say one thing.